and I hope.
Everything out there, I mean, we see y'all out there, let's go. But as far as here, I mean, we keep it professional. That's how it is.
Yeah, yeah, and I hope that you guys realize that I don't. I really don't hold grudges and stuff. I hope that you guys, move forward just like we're all moving forward, and just keep having fun playing the game. That's all we can really do.
Dad, you know that I rated you last season?
That you rated me? Yeah, yeah, I know that you rated me. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. I don't
don't
hold
play
grudges
dead.
against that.
Don't
I
play
don't
dead.
hold grudges
Don't
against
play
anybody, man. It's a game, man. I sit here and joke around with most of the people that have ever rated me or that I go and raid. It's really it's a game, and we're all just trying to have fun, you
You
know.
wanna come? You wanna come raid me? You can go raid me. I'll give you my location. It's very
It's just
easy raid actually. I don't have any walls.
the only thing that I have to say though is like if there isn't any kind of hostility or no kind of grudges and stuff, just I hear from hearsay that a lot of y'all, especially you, especially quite a few people from them, you keep telling people that we run with to watch out for me and watch out for Sin Poppy and to not run with us and watch out for us as a group.
who
And that is just
who said
I'm
that?
not gonna
I
say
don't.
names.
So
I'm just
Goldie, I
putting it
don't
out
even
there.
know who you run with right now except Sen Poppy. So
I'm
I would
just
have
saying.
no idea who I would be telling these things to. And if I did, I would ask those people for proof if people are really saying that about me.
The thing is, I wasn't even upset or anything. It's just things that were brought to me that it was just things that was said in settlement that was saying to us, and it's just if
Uh,
it is all
I
under the water and let's move forward, like let's just not even talk about that. Shit happened. People fucking harassed. People stole, and then they got shot, and it was that, and it's done. I mean,
correct, it is
and as
all
far as
done.
everything else,
But I promise you,
as far
Goldie, I don't
hearsay isn't
sit
okay.
there and talk about you or Sun Poppy or any of my. I don't even talk about Man Devil, who made an even bigger explosion in fucking settlement. I've moved past all of that. I hope that Man Devil is happy over at Ravenscrest. I hope wherever you guys end up, you guys are having a good time, dude. I have not. I don't have the time to sit there and message your new teammates to tell them to watch out for you. And plus, they have
No, it's
nothing to
just like
watch out
when they
for.
come to settlement. That's all
We
it
had
is.
a disagreement, things exploded, but like you guys didn't betray me. You guys didn't like deceive me in any way. You know what I'm saying? Like that would be more things that I would ever be like, "Hey, watch out for this person. They're a little shisty." You guys weren't shisty. It was just uh there was just friction, you know what I'm saying? Like there was friction, disagreement and
Do you even know
shit
the whole
happening.
situation, or did you only hear from one side? Because
I
like
mean,
that's
you
the only thing that I ever had a problem with is that you never asked us our side or what happened from us. You only took what you heard from that and ran with it, and you never asked us what happened.
well, I watched all of the clips with Panny. So I saw everything from your perspective. I saw everything from the other people's perspective, and I didn't have any say in the ruling on what happened because obviously they couldn't consider me a neutral observer. So everything was handled from people that were neutral observers, you know. Um, but
I mean,
yeah, so
he
I
fucked up
saw
the
all the
killing
clips.
because he shouldn't have killed. He shouldn't have killed. But if he didn't kill, it would have like I talked to like the admin team. It would have been worse for everybody in that settlement that was involved because that shouldn't be happening. I hope you as mayor, if you did see all that, there was stealing. There was stuff that was going on. There was harassment when we didn't even do anything. And for hours, we asked moderation. We asked Gwen. We asked multiple people to stop. It was hours, of that, and no one did anything about it. And after hours, you would think, to stop the shit, stop the grieving. I mean, the griefing and stop the harassment. We were getting shots popped at us in our house in settlement. Literally, bullets going by our heads and at the house. And there's other stuff that happened that I didn't get on clip, and he couldn't get on clip. You know what I mean? But it's just
Right.
it was hours, and it's just like at that point he's a hothead, and he was not saying shit for the longest. I was the only one talking because he's just the type that is just he's just gonna react. He was holding his tongue, and then it was to the point where it was just after so fucking long, and they're running up in our base, taking our nails from deconstructing our base, fucking sitting there taking stuff like at that point, you know what I mean? And we've asked Gwen to handle it, and she was co-leader, she was counsel, and while you were offline, that's someone you go to handle shit when you're not there. She didn't do anything. So what were we supposed to do? Stay there and deal with it the whole time? You know what I mean? And
Well,
he
we
was
could
trapped.
sit
He
here
was wrong
and
for that. I'm just
say
saying.
what people should have done or what they shouldn't have done. I obviously none of these things would have
But you
gotten out of
understand where
hand.
we're coming from. If you were there, I know that. I know that. But it's still, it's just
Yes,
nothing was done
nothing
as
would
it
have
should have been.
gotten as out of hand if I would have not gone to sleep when I did. Um,
It was
but
literally
yeah, it
20 minutes,
was
maybe
if
10 minutes right before he went to bed.
Ezra, can you come
and
back up to me?
that's the whole thing is that uh obviously if things would have been handled better if I was awake, then I had to have conversations with people about how
Just come
things
back up
were
to me.
handled, you know? So I had those conversations with people about how things were not handled the way that I would have handled them. And, you know, if there wouldn't have been as much of a blow up when things did happen, then maybe things could have just been talked about and resolved, but things obviously got out of hand.
Well, the thing is, Gwen asked me multiple times how we could resolve this, and at that point, I just didn't have nothing to say to her because, stop. For hours before that, I talked to her very nicely on clip. It was in clips. And me telling her, look, can you please ask them to stop? Like, this is our stuff. I told her several times he gave us all this stuff. Tell them to stop. And she didn't do anything. And have we not always been respectful? People's always said good things about us. We were never rude to nobody. We might not have joined like the community chat, but we literally always speak to people if they came to us or were in game chat with us.
Right.
Never.
Yo, I get it, dude. And that I mean, I'm not that's I don't hold any grudges against you guys and stuff like that or ill will or anything like that. I like I said, I'm not mad or anything at anybody. I just want everybody to move forward, you know?
I just hope that like I hope you fucking talk to them because it's completely different when you're not on and they think that they can run the fucking settlement and they think that they're a faction behind stone walls and they think that nothing can be done to them because you're not there. And
Correct. I
I
had
just hope you see
conversations
that.
with everybody. Trust me, it's the worst part of my fucking job is having to have extremely difficult conversations with adults.
Can I
I was
just
just
say
irritated and
something?
annoyed with you because I feel like you didn't come. Hold on, Rex. I just felt like I was annoyed with you and irritated with you because I feel like you handled it very fucking piss poor as a mayor, to be honest. Because you didn't come and even ask us where we came from. You just basically told us, "Fuck you." You
Then
basically
you
can
have
get
a
the
nice
fuck
day.
out of the settlement,
Goldie, I
and
never
and and
said
and,
fuck
and
you.
you might as well have said it if that was how you had said. You said as professionally as possible, but you might as well have said it.
Well, I said that I was disappointed in the way things were handled.
No.
Uh,
You said if y'all didn't want to fucking live here, then you could have just left sooner. Basically, like what? We never said we didn't want to be
Goldie,
there.
I
Don't
promise
make this
you,
out.
I don't swear at people when I'm talking to them. I don't sit here
You
and
didn't
curse
swear at
at
me, but you
people.
might as well have. Is what I'm saying.
I tried to
I
be
didn't
very
curse at you
respectful,
either.
even when I'm dealing with somebody that I thought didn't handle things correctly. I still try to be respectful and not derogatory.
And fucking pasta, he told us to chill the fuck out and learn our place. Like, you know what I mean? He was talking to us crazy when we were
Correct.
doing
He did not
community.
de escalate the situation, and that was a conversation that I had to have with him. Yes, correct.
I love
Give me one.
escalating
Give me 1 second.
situations.
I'm sure. Rex, what do you have to say while you came up here?
Okay, two things. One, am I allowed to wear this armband or no?
What armband are you wearing?
My armband, my faction.
No, you're QRF, dude. You gotta wear QRF armband, the trader armband.
Oh, I've never even gotten a trader armband.
Okay, well, just ask for one. It's back there. Who dressed
Thank
you?
God I didn't want to wear this piece of shit.
Who dressed you, Rex?
Sparky dressed me.
Sparky Dual, I'll file a formal complaint. But yeah, just ask the trader, whatever a trader's on, to
You don't have to you don't have to file a formal complaint if you don't want to.
No, dude, I'm
I
clipping
mean,
this right
that
now
sounds
and
good.
sending it to Sparky and telling him I'm very upset.
Go right ahead, dude. Now, but the other thing I have to say, Goldie needs to be here to hear this as well.
Alright, I'm back. He was just filling me in on everything that's happening. Okay.
Okay, Goldie, I need you to hear this as well. Open. I know you're technically my boss as well, but
I'm
I have
not
to defend
anybody's
whatever
boss.
trader is online at the moment and running trader. So, sir, I'm taking her side for the time being. So, I'm gonna need you to de-escalate the situation before I have to de-escalate it for you.
Okay, thank you, Rex. I appreciate you staying objective.
I'd say this is very civil.
I
I
try to
appreciate
be
that.
very civil, which is why usually I can de-escalate situations and not have people shoot each other. But it
I love you, man.
sometimes it sometimes I'm not around. Sometimes I have to go to
It was,
sleep.
dude. It was hours, and you gotta think like we were already fucking up like for hours trying to build that base up, and at this point we were threatened that they were gonna pop in and take our shit, and so that's when I started putting fucking tents up because I had no more nails. I had one more box of nails, and we weren't gonna be able to put a fence up to protect our stuff. I didn't want a situation that happened like with Devil, where people stole his shit. You know what I mean? And then
Right. Well,
like random people
um,
in the settlement. I
the
didn't want
only
to do that,
example
and I
I
even
can
had
give
fucking
you
videos.
of how I react to people breaking the rules is I let them break the rules and let them be punished. So like when somebody's shooting at me while I'm in the safe zone, I don't try to hide and pull out my gun and try to defend myself. I stand there in the open and I dare them to shoot me because they're going to shoot me, they're
I
going to
got
get
you.
banned, they're going to have problems, That I don't react to people and break a rule because somebody else is breaking a rule. I just say, "Okay, dude, you want to break a rule? Go ahead. I'll clip all of this. I'll send it in. You'll get in trouble." Like it doesn't it's the more reasonable thing to do is to let the person break the rule and get punished for it instead of saying, "Well, you know what? I'm going to have to break the rule because they're breaking a rule."
That's honestly like you gotta think it was 5 hours and we're going on no sleep
Guys, I'm
and
gonna go
we've
cook
asked
these
people.
steaks. I'll be right back.
Okay. And we asked people at that point like to stop and like ask them to stop, ask them to stop it, and then nothing was being done. And it's like we're just trying to be peaceful in our fucking base and be left alone, you know. And it's just like he wasn't the one, and he fucked up by killing him. I mean he was wrong for doing that, obviously, but if he didn't kill the people in settlement, it would have been a whole completely different story.
Yeah, yeah, and possibly we could have resolved it if everything wouldn't have got out of hand, but it is what it is. Things happened and we just all got to move on from them. And
And is
I
another
try to
thing
stay
too.
objective. Like I said, I never tried to get you out of Trader or send Poppy out of Trader or anything like
It
that.
looks
Like
it
I'm
looked
like, you
really
guys
bad.
can,
It looked really bad. It
yeah.
looked really
Well,
bad
like
because
I
we
said,
had
that's I try to stay objective. I try to compartmentalize all of the different things that I have to do. Trader is separate from
it.
settlement, and
You
settlement is
know another
separate
thing
from
that was
this.
kind of
And
fucked up.
what's that?
So what's fucked up too is that pasta and like people were going around and they were saying I was defending a rapist and I was defending a fucking racist when that's completely fucked up, and it's sad that people want to go and slander and say stuff like that and try to tarnish someone's name on a server when that's not even what happened. Literally, there's clips of hours of that shit where Devil came in the party chat from where we all did a bunker run, and he came in there after he already did everything and started venting to literally five of us, and there was council members in the party chat while he was talking about everything. It wasn't even just us, and everyone in that party said he was wrong for what he did and that he deserved to get kicked out. The only thing that we did was defend him because Pasta turned around and did the same shit that Devil just did, and Pasta's talking to people crazy when he used the excuse that Devil was wrong for doing it, but he turned around and did it, but he's okay with doing that because it's Pasta, and that's when I made that point, and then he went and kicking around with it. It's sad because the man literally felt like y'all just treated him like dog shit. Y'all used him, y'all took him for granted, and he felt like only four of us in that settlement treated him good, and he gave us his stuff. It wasn't even just me and some Poppy. He gave it to Sniper, he gave it to Prodigy, he gave it to multiple people, and then we
And
just got targeted.
uh,
I'm just saying, like
Man
that's
Devil,
literally
that's
what
a
happened.
whole nother thing, and uh, he made his
He
bed
was
by
wrong for
doing what
saying
he
the racist.
did.
He was wrong for saying the slurs. As far as the Gwen thing,
Reporter
him
whispers.
saying talking, him laughing about raping her dead body in a fucking video game. People can take that however they want to take that. I mean, it could
What
be
the
dark
fuck?
humor and it could be taken seriously. It just comes down to whoever wants to view it which way.
Correct,
But
and like I said, even though Man Devil did all the things he did, like did I send the screenshots of what he said to me to his new team? No, I didn't do that. I didn't try to make him blackballed across the community. It's like, you know what? He did what he did. I
I'm not talking
won't
about you. I'm talking
accept
about other
him being.
settlement members.
I understand, but I'm saying even as bad as the stuff that he did, I'm still not vindictive against him and trying to get him blackballed from the community. Like, it is what it is. He did what he did. Hopefully, he learns his lesson from it all and moves forward and continues having fun with his new team. Like I hope the best for the guy in terms of hopefully he realizes what he did was uh, not just wrong, but like insanely bad thing to do.
I mean, it was really insensitive what he did, and everyone told him in the party he was wrong for that. The only thing that he wanted to do was part because, I mean, y'all kicked him out literally hours, like, before Purge, and he wasn't going to be able to get his stuff out. Another thing, too, I just ask you this, like, so wait, y'all are kicking out Pizza from settlement because he was gone for a week because his wisdom teeth had to be removed?
um, that is between me and Pizza.
But
Yet
wait,
again,
why?
nothing
But why are
personal
you
against
doing?
him.
But wait, if he was gone and had surgery and he hadn't been able to play because he's literally in excruciating pain and he gets on to have fun and then he's like, oh well, you sent him a message being kicked out of settlement. He was just
Goldie.
came for wisdom teeth removal. Come on.
Goldie, that's between me and Pizza. That doesn't have anything to do with you or Sam Poppy or Man Devil or anything.
So what does Sin Poppy and Man Devil have to do with it? I'm asking you from me.
Well, what I'm saying is it has nothing to do with you guys. So therefore, it's not really a conversation that I'm gonna have with you guys, whether it's you or Sam Poppy or Man Devil or even
You
Rex
don't have
here.
to have it with me. I'm asking in general. Oh, I'm asking in general for like settlement members or just a settlement in general. So someone can be off having a surgery and they be gone for a week and then they just get removed a day before
Everybody
purge.
is on a 2-week trial when they come into settlement. I get to choose at the end of those 2 weeks whether or not they fit into settlement correctly. He was not active enough,
That is Rule 10.
so
But he had
therefore,
been joining communities and being active with y'all though and hunting for y'all and doing everything. He had gone off a week though just for removal of his teeth.
like I
And he
said,
wasn't rude
it's
or toxic to nobody.
I didn't tell him that. I didn't tell him he was rude or toxic to anybody. There are many there aren't just rude and toxic gets you removed from settlement. Like I said, I have constantly people asking to join settlement. It would be rude to them to not to leave inactive people in the settlement. But that's a whole thing, and that's really that's my business and not really anybody else's.
Well, I just want to know because obviously I was the one
But
that
it
was talking
sounds
about the
like
settlement.
that now you have Pizza and DDoS, and maybe you guys can form a faction.
Well, I mean, it just seems like that's why you wanted to remove them because, I mean, obviously, I brought them in. That's just what it looked like. And I
If I
just
would
want to
have
ask you
wanted to
this.
remove them because you brought them in, I would have removed them after the incident.
You wouldn't have done that because obviously they had no part in it and that would look bad on you as a mayor. You have to use actual rules to do it. You have a 2 week period, and so that's going to be your reasoning for that.
I don't. You understand that I don't have some like grand set of rules by Endgame that dictates how I run settlement, right?
I'm just saying, though,
It would
Poppy.
be
I'm
like
just
it'd be like
asking.
telling Trap
He
House
basically
that
has.
they can't or that they have to add somebody or that they can't remove somebody from their team. Like they can do whatever they want to do.
Yeah, but settlements and factions are different.
In some ways, but not in the ways of the leader can decide who stays and who goes. Like, there is no authority above me that tells me I have to keep a resident or that I can't kick out a resident.
I know, but it's just in poor taste. I'm not. I mean, you can do whatever you want. Obviously, it's your. I mean, you're mayor, right? But I'm just saying it's in poor taste whenever someone just has to get a surgery, and they are on religiously before that, and they did join parties, and they weren't toxic or nothing. They weren't rude to nobody, and they were on. And then they just
Yeah.
so happen to get everything out of my base, and now they have to remove their stuff before purge.
They don't have to. Well, see, this is. You don't even understand the situation. I told
I
Stone
do.
Pizza
What
just
did you
like I
tell
would
him?
have told you if you wouldn't have sold all
You
your
didn't tell
stuff
me
to
anything
Trap
though.
House and dropped every. Because I was sleeping. I would have
No, but
told
you were
you the
sleeping,
same
but you
thing, that you
sold.
had extra time to get your stuff out. I would have given you till the next purge to handle it. Nobody will touch anything in Stone Pizza's base. And I told him, yes, that he doesn't need to get it out today or tomorrow, and that he can get it out next week after purge.
Did you say that or Monday?
He said, "Can I get it out Monday?" And I said, "Absolutely, nobody will take your stuff." I didn't give him a timeline when he needed to get his stuff out because it wasn't important. He didn't do anything extremely abrasive, which he needed to be removed from settlement. He's inactive, so therefore he's being